Welcome to today's talk, and my name is Madam Mueni. Today's topic is the 4 stages of life, from 12 years to 60 years. I've given the stages of life different names from the psychological names. Yes, so these are my names which I prefer them, and I prefer them because they are easy to cram, they are easy to note. So welcome to today's topic, which is the 4 stages of life, but I'm using my own names which I've given to each stage. Is it important to know the stage you are in? Is it important to know the stage the other person is in? Yes, it is very important to know the stage you are in and that of the other person. Imagine if today someone gives birth to a child and you are the doctor and this child does not cry. What happens? It worries you as a doctor. If today a child is supposed to sit on his own, but he doesn't, it becomes a very big concern to the parents. It becomes a source of worry to the parents. So today, I'm about to give you some information which most of you might be aware of, but information is power. It's better to have the information and not to utilize it than to need the information and you do not have the information. Imagine which one is better. Having the information and not utilizing because you already knew you don't need it. Than not having the information and you need it and you don't know where to get the information. So I'm about to give you some important information. Welcome. Have a seat and join this community. So our first stage is, as we call it, the teenager. But for me, I call it the emotional stage. Stage full of emotions. Nothing rules that stage like emotions. Do you know why they commit suicide more than any other stage? This is the stage where those who are in this stage, they commit suicide more than any other stage because of their emotions. Their emotions are like up, down, up, down. So they don't know what is happening in their body. They are not educated. They don't know how to deal with the situation. And also this is the stage where most of the people start the bad behaviors because they don't know what is happening in their bodies. So this, the first stage, as I said, is the emotional stage. This is the stage whereby we expect this person who is in this stage to know his value. Knowing your value in this stage is very, very important. Because if you know your value, you will not do some of the things which others are doing. You will not be enticed by friends who want to lure you, who want to take you away from your goal. Because you know your value. What about that? In this stage, people are supposed to set boundaries. After value, knowing your value, the next thing is setting clear boundaries. Setting boundaries which are clear. You know when someone crosses your boundary. Then this stage, if you are unable to know your value and you are unable to set your boundaries, you enter into a confusion. You become very confused. You don't know which is right, which is wrong. To you, everything is okay and everything is wrong. So you get confused if you don't do the right thing. That is stage 1. That is the emotional stage, where we need to do what? Value and boundaries. That is what is required of that stage. So if you have someone in your house, you might know someone of that age, which is 12 years to 18 years. Encourage them to know their value. Encourage them to set and stick on their boundaries because they are laying the foundation of their lives. And we don't want them to continue to start life with confusion. The second stage is the stage which most people love. And it is called the love stage. That is from 18 years to 35 years. This stage, everybody wants to talk about love, love, love. Love is the thing. So when you listen to people in this stage, they are in serious relationships. They are thinking of settling down. They want to get that relation to another level. This is the stage. This is the stage whereby everybody in your group wants to talk about his girlfriend, or boyfriend, and that is normal. Your parents wants to know, who are you dating? And are you dating? Your parents want to know, are you dating? And who are you dating? They want to know. That is the stage. This is the stage whereby there is a lot of sacrifice. You sacrifice for the other. A lot of sacrifice. Oh, my boyfriend has this problem, I want to rescue him. Yo, my girlfriend has this problem, I want to rescue her. That is the stage. But if you don't process this stage well, you go into isolation. Because everybody is talking about their boyfriend and you do not have one. So you isolate yourself. You're like, no, you just isolate yourself. So encourage those people who are in relationship. That is okay. Give them, if you are ahead of this stage, if you are in the next stage or the final stage, please encourage those who are in love stage to do it right. Through the mistakes which we made, because we are here to educate one another. Because succeeding alone is boring. But when you succeed with others, imagine what? It becomes very, very motivating. And the third stage, as I call it, development stage. Now this is the stage where people have gotten married. That is from 35 years to 60 years. They have gotten married, they have started families, others have kids, others have settled in their jobs, and they're like, okay, now I'm here. Finally, I have arrived. They become very dependable in this stage, responsible, and very protective. When you deal with someone in this stage and you find them to be very responsible, that is normal. When they are very dependable, oh, I've called my sister and I know. She said she will send me some money. I know she will. That is because of the stage they are in. Someone is trying to do ABCD to my family. I will not allow that. Very protective. It is allowed. And this stage, this is the stage even when majority of people, we don't understand them. Someone who is in his 40s, in his 50s, going back to school. What? So and so has gone back to school? The office work. So this is the stage where people change careers, go back to school, start new projects. They are developing, buying plots, building houses. This is the stage. But if you find yourself that you are in this stage and you are not doing that, you are like, if you don't process the stage well, you enter into stagnation. Stagnation. Have you ever seen someone who is in his 40s? He never got married. The way he behaves, he's just there. Just there. He's just there. If it's work, he will come, do his work and go home. Or it's Christmas time, yes, he will just travel home and come back. Nothing else. So that is the stagnation when you don't process if you had not processed the previous stages well, and now you are in developmental stage and you don't know what next. Then we go to the last stage. And the last stage is the appreciation stage. Why do I call it the appreciation stage? This is the stage after 60 years. Also, don't forget, the government allows you to retire after 60. At the age of 60, the employer is about to tell you, bye-bye, see you in heaven, see you another. The employer is about to give you a letter telling you that your time is up. Imagine. So in the appreciation stage, that is from 60 years to forever. If it's 100 years, it's to 100 years, I'm 110 years, 99 years, that's okay. So it is 60 years and forever. That is the appreciation stage. Why do I call it appreciation stage? This is the stage whereby you look back and you are like, wow, I've lived. Just like Paul said, I've fought a good fight. Yes, he realized that he was in a war. And then It makes a personal judgment that he fought a good fight. So, the same with us. When we get to 60 and above, you look back and appreciate yourself, or you look back and regret the life you have lived. What happens if you look back and you appreciate the life you lived? You become a very useful person and very joyful, a happy person, someone who is very resourceful to the community. Do you wonder why the government gives those people who have retired jobs to go and become a committee member in that school and in that organization and what? Because they are like moving libraries. They are full of information, and the government wants to utilize the information they have, because now they are free and but well informed. So anybody who looks back and appreciates life becomes a happy person, resourceful to the community. What about the opposite? If you ever look back and you regret, they become very bitter. Bitter not only with you, but with life. Those are the people whom you go to for advice. They are just bitter, just talking negative about everything. Those are the people who are, the opposite, those who are resourceful, they make peace with God. Others go back to preaching. Have you seen, I've heard our fathers who have gone back to school to become pastors, to become bishop. They go back to school. They now want to make peace with their creator. But if you regret of your past, you become very bitter, and even not only with God, with men, but also with God. Emotional stage, love stage, development stage, and appreciation stage. Which stage are you in? May God bless you and keep you until we meet.